What are you gonna shoot me with now? What are you gonna do? I actually want to see what you're gonna do. He says, oh my gosh, dude, come on. I cut off your arm and you don't have a bow to shoot at me anymore. You can't fight. You lost the fight. Come on, dude. I'm trying to spare you. Stop it. What do you mean, 'tis a flesh wound? 'Tis not a flesh wound. Your arm is cut off. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jared here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the mob amputation mod. Now, the mob amputation mod is a mod that allows you to pretty much decapitate mobs and cut off their limbs and their heads and stuff like that. And it's really gory, and there's some pretty amazing animation effects that are just really sick and really hysterical. It's definitely an aesthetic mod, but it definitely makes the game a lot more emerging. So for this mod video, guys, I'd like to see if we can aim for 500 plus likes, just because it's such a good mod. It is an iChun mod too. It's one of his older ones, but it's absolutely amazing. And it's just some sweet combat animations. It just makes things a lot more realistic and really cool. So this mod only works on skeletons, zombies, and zombie pigments. Everything else you can't cut off their limbs or anything like that. Although I wish I could, because imagine if you could just cut off like a creeper's like 4 legs or his feet or whatever that is, and he'd totally be stuck in one spot, and then he would look like a penis. What I would do is, while he was stuck in one spot, I'd go and I'd put like 2 blocks on the side of him, so it would kind of look like there's a grundle piece there. But anyways, that's a little inappropriate, I apologize. But we'll go ahead and we'll test this out. So here is a skeleton, and you can see there's a few different things I could cut off. I could cut off his head, and then another cool thing about this is if I cut off his head, he'll just die in a few seconds. So if you guys want to kill mobs a little bit quicker, it's kind of like a crit shot, to be honest. And if you aim for their head, you know, it's realistic. Like even in like shows like The Walking Dead and things like that, it's always kill things by like destroying his brain pretty much. So if you just go ahead and cut off his head, yeah, he can move for a few more seconds, because the nervous system, although I'm not sure if a skeleton would still have a nervous system, it's still moving. Everything's still going, rather. And actually, I don't know all the facts on it. I forgot who the guy was who actually experimented this. Some guy was getting his head chopped off and told him, blink for as long as you can after your head's cut off, and they chopped the guy's head off, and he was able to blink for like 4 more seconds, like just a decapitated head blinking. And that's because like the nerves in your nervous system, they die a little bit later after you die. So you die before your nerves actually die. So I thought that was, you know, really cool. It's like some sort of cool science feature function into the game that iChun added in. So when you cut their heads off, they could go for a little bit more, but they will eventually die. Now I do want to see if when you cut their heads off, if they'll continue to attack until they do die. Let's see. Oh wait, we couldn't get his head that time for some reason. You have to just like get it at a certain spot. Oh dude, the back of your head must be so hard. Just add into that. And okay, so they will still try to attack you, which is absolutely funny. So you can have like headless mobs coming after you. So that's totally great right there. So not only does it work for cutting off their heads, but you could also cut off some of their limbs, like their arm. Give me your arm. Where is it? He still has an arm. Oh, come on, give me your arm, bro. Oh, there we go. All right, so we chopped off his arm, and we can kick it. I'm kicking your arm. What are you gonna do about it? It's like a little spaghetti noodle. It disappears after a little bit, but it's really cool. And you can see the skeleton. What are you gonna shoot me with now? What are you gonna do? I actually want to see what you're gonna do. He says, oh my gosh, dude, come on. I cut off your arm and you don't have a bow to shoot at me anymore. You can't fight. You lost the fight. Come on, dude. I'm trying to spare you. Stop it. What do you mean, 'tis a flesh wound? 'Tis not a flesh wound. Your arm is cut off. And now's your head. All right, look at that. Kick his head around. Look, just totally move his head around until it disappears, but looks really cool. So you can cut off both their arms. For a skeleton, you definitely want to try to aim for his bow arm, and you could also cut off their head. I don't think you could cut off their legs. I think for a zombie you might be able to. I don't know. I always have a hard time trying to cut off their legs for some reason. We'll try it on some zombie pigmen, because this works for them as well. So let's see the different things. And for him, it's really cool, because when you chop his head off, you just knock the skull out of the back of his head, and blood starts squirting out like a few seconds later before he dies. So we'll go ahead and, oh no, he's really strong. All right, we won't be able to. Okay. Let me go into creative for that real quick, because he is really strong. And we'll cut off his head so you guys can see. So we'll come over here and bam! You have to like hit them like in the perfect spot on the head for it to get cut off. And I don't know why his head's not coming off. Maybe it'll happen quicker if I use a diamond sword. Now, see, I don't think that actually makes a difference, but you can see his head kind of came out as like the skull of the zombie pigman. Looks gross, and there's a blood effect everywhere, which you've probably noticed that the skeleton did not have. And the reason the skeleton didn't have no blood effect is because, well, simply they don't. Oh man, I just completely cleanly took his head off. They don't have blood, so no blood squirts with them. But for the zombie and the zombie pigmen, they have blood, so you're gonna get like a little squirting, gory animation effect after you chop off like their arm or their head. So I really want to. Let me cut your head off. Give me your head. I want your head. I want to own a zombie pigman head, dude. Your skull is hard. Oh look. Blood just starts squirting out, and then he just drops a few seconds later. And you can see, you can move his skull around, and the blood is still on the ground. So let's go ahead. We could also chop his arms off. Again, just like the with the skeleton, if you didn't want him to be able to attack you, you're going to want to cut off the arm that has the sword, because he just won't have a sword. And you can see he just kind of walks it off like a champion. If you cut off one of their limbs, they won't bleed out or anything like that. I think that'd be a pretty cool feature. Look at this big trail of blood he left, though. So that's just awesome. I love the animation effects and everything like that. So we'll go ahead and we'll kill him. And let's see if we can chop off his arm where the sword's at. And just pay attention, they'll just like start squirting out. Look at it. Oh, it's getting all over me. That'd be cool if it like showed up on your face and like on your armor and stuff like that. That'd be totally awesome. So he's just kind of squirting out blood and stoof, but he's a-okay. Let's see if we can take his legs. I don't think you could get a leg. Not from zombie pigmen. Maybe from regular zombies you could get a leg. Yeah, you could get a lag from these guys. Yeah, so you can only get his arm. Ooh, I wonder if it works. I don't know if it works on the babies. Give me your head. I want your head so bad. Oh, nice. I chopped off his little arm. Oh, look at it. Oh my gosh, it's like a little freaking zombie pigman arm. That's so awesome. I want some more mini-me's. I think they're like random. Alright, whatever. Oh, he chopped his head off. Alright, he's done. Watch him. Watch him. Blood squirts out. He just looks around and then he just drops. He just says, "Goodbye, companions." And "Why, father?" And he just drops. Those were his final words. Or hers. I don't know. We don't know. Oh, I chopped his arm off with a sword. Sweet. Now, so he can't hurt me. I'm actually going to leave him alive because I want to see how much damage he would do. Oh, I chopped his other arm off. You could get both arms off. It looks really funny. Let me see if I can do it with this guy without killing him. Sometimes it's hard to get it both without like fully killing them. You get like crit hits and stuff. Oh well. So I'm gonna get out of creative real quick because I ain't never scared. Actually, this is terrifying. Dude, 'tis not a flesh wound. 'Tis not a flesh wound. I cut your arm off. You cannot fight anymore. You don't have a sword. 'Tis not a flesh wound. He's punching me. Oh. 'Tis more than a flesh wound. Alright, we had to kill him. I'm sorry guys, we had to do it. So we'll go ahead and let's see if we can get all his body, both his arms off rather, not all his body parts. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit harder with those guys, and I think it's just easier with the zombies for some reason. So we'll go ahead and we got to make it nice and dark out rather, not light. So make it nice and dark. We're spawning a zombie. Again, you could do this with them as well. So let's first chop his head off. Came off clean first shot. Blood is squirting out, going everywhere. His head's there, and a few seconds later, he will die. So we could also chop his arm off. You can see blood squirting out his arm. His arm's just chilling on the ground. And, yeah, I love how... Oh, I got both his arms. Awesome. Yes! I'm going to call him Plankton. Guys, this should totally be my new pet. Plankton. It's like what Michonne does to the zombies in The Walking Dead. Oh, you're so stuck in there. It's like he kind of looks like a creeper now. He's so humiliating. Oh, come on. You can come out of the hole. Don't be humiliated. I know you look like a creeper now. It's okay. It's okay, zombie. I'll put you out of your misery. Oh, I chopped off everything. Now he is legit Plankton. Goodbye, Plankton. Oh, look at his head. It's just like in the hole. And thus, the game of golf was invented. Okay. So, for zombies, it's just a lot easier to get their limbs off. I think, could you get their legs? That'd be so funny if you could at least get one of their legs off and they'd be hopping around. It'd legit be just like Monty Python. 'Tis a flesh wound. He'd have like no arms and he'd be hopping around trying to fight me on one leg, trying to bite me. But take his head off cleanly. Bam. Come on, give me your head. He didn't want to give me his head. Give me, dude, you have a hard head too. All right, there we go. His head's gone. I want to see him just fall in the water. Let's put his head in the water. All right, we're gonna throw his head in the water. Does it float? Oh, his head sinks. Look at it. It's just chilling there. All right, that's really cool. So let's. Oh, nice, a baby. Oh, it's a baby Squidward head. Oh, come on, please let me cut that off. Please let me cut that off. No, don't do that. Oh, come on. That would have been amazing. They should make it work for villagers too. Chun should definitely do that. That'd have been so amazing if we could do that on that baby villager. Come on, dude, give me your head. So you can see it's like a random chance of you actually cutting a body part off. I think the head's a little bit easier if you go from behind. Maybe not. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that actually matters, but yeah, let's try to get both his arms off again. That was really funny. Oh, nice. We got one. Yeah. You have to like chop them in a certain spot and it'll like come off all the time, I feel like. Bam. So there we go. There's blood everywhere. He squirted blood everywhere. And he left his arm. That gross zombie. I wish you could like pick up their body parts and then beat them with it. And that'd be so cool. Or if they damage you, your body parts start coming off as well. I think that just make things so much better. I wish it worked for the creeper, but sadly, it does not work for creepers. But guys, you could also take out body parts with the bow and arrow. I just want to show you guys that real quick. So here's the zombie. Let's see if we get him right in the head. I wish if you got them right in the head every time, their head would just automatically come off. I don't know if you could actually take their heads off with the bow. I think you could only get their arms. Aw, this guy's head is awesome. I'm sorry, guys. I want this guy's head. Give me your head. Oh, it goes back to a regular zombie head. Dang it. That'd have been so awesome if it was like an ugly Squidward zombie head just lying there. That'd be the most. I would get that, and I would throw it on my wall. That'd just be the greatest thing ever. Wow, it's really bloody here. It's crazy. Okay, so let's see if we could take off his arms. Stop moving! Oh, I shot you in the butt. That's why I told you not to move. In the arm. In the arm. It's a little bit harder with a bow and arrow, but you could do it. We'll try a few more times. We'll get it. We got this. Ah, there we go. We shot his arm clean off, and as you saw, we shot it all the way over here. So we just like not only just took his arm out, but it went flying. That'd be awesome if we could do it for the head. Let's try it with this arm. Oh, come on. Like if it hits there, it should just like totally take it out. Yeah, it's a little hard. Let's see if we can do it on a skeleton. That'd actually be really funny. Oh, dude, I wonder what happened if they attacked each other. I don't think anything would, but that'd be amazing if he added that in. Oh, nice. I shot the skeleton's arm off, but it doesn't matter because he could shoot. Let's see this. A one-handed skeleton shooting us down. How do you pull a bow and arrow? You better not be able to use. What? What, dude? He has some crazy powers. He just has some, like, telekinesis powers or something like that. He has too much power. Oh, my power. Yeah, you're dead now. Okay, so we took him out. And let's see, zombie. I seriously wish you could take people's heads off with the bow and arrow. Oh, we did it! Nice! You could! You're done. Oh, you're dropping. Look at that. I love how like skull is empty. That was sweet. So as you guys can see, you can do it with the bow as well as a sword. So it's really cool. So anytime you kill these mobs, it's just going to be really fun because you could just, completely decapitate them. Maybe you're going to cut off a zombie's arms and let him just fall. Actually, what happens if you cut both their arms off? Do they just bite you? See, that totally makes sense because zombies bite and stuff like that. Come on, give me your other arm. No, please don't let me kill you. Ah, nice. Okay. So now, see, they should bleed out now. Does he bite me? Oh, dude, they can still hurt you. He probably just bites you or headbutts you. Ah, you have no arms. Ah, have fun. We're playing tag. You're it. He can't tag me, the little bastard. Ah, he's so mad. Why you have to be mad? It's holy game. Ah, dude, he's really upset. He's not having a good time right now. He's really humiliated. Poor zombie, I'm sorry. Put you out of your misery. But yeah, guys, that's basically everything for this mod. It's just a really cool aesthetic mod and just makes things so much more hysterical. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to slam that like button. Let's see if we can aim for 500 plus likes. And also, if you're new to the channel, feel free to check out my other videos and even consider subscribing. But until next video, guys, I'm Jared. Peace out, yo.